Good afternoon, Pero Wesley music goers. I hope that you can hear me. Hello, Sharon. Hello, Norman and Elaine and Sir Oliver. I would appreciate a comment or something there in the chat if you can hear me. And also, if you can't hear me, I seem to be having some struggles with my microphone. But it is very good to have you with us. Hello to Lorraine and Bobby. And I am going to play the introduction from Derek. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Sorry, my fingers again. My fingers. Okay. Sorry, guys. I'm really got finger trouble. Let me just try and get this right. Really got finger trouble this afternoon. Share screen. Share audio. Chrome tab. New tab. Share. Derek's introduction. No, I can't believe it.
Hi everybody, welcome to our concert. I've decided to up-tempo the numbers a bit today. Enjoy, bye-bye.
Okay, thank you, Norman. I'm glad you can hear. That's one thing that I'm not stressing about. I hope you could hear Derek. I now have this wonderful red stripe around my screen. I have no idea what it's doing. I'm just going to carry on in good faith. And so please just stop me if there are any strange things going on. Thank you, Derek. Derek has given us as he says, a more lively set this afternoon. They are from a lot more recent than some of the older hymns. They're the Songs of Fellowship type songs from the 1970s, and some of them very much with the theme of joy, which is great for this week, which we are talking about joy. And so our first one is, "Oh, let the Son of God enfold you." And that is written by John Wimber. One of the common denominators of the pieces that Derek has chosen for us this afternoon is that they are written by, let's say, a variety of composers, sometimes rather controversial to Methodists. So John Wimber was somebody very much involved in the charismatic movement, and was part of what came to be called the Signs and Wonders movement. Very much revival, Holy Spirit stuff, but much more acceptable to Methodists because he tried to keep things a little bit more on the level, you know what I mean? Not so much that you had to talk in tongues in order to be a Christian, that sort of thing, but accepting the work of the Holy Spirit. Nonetheless, there were many people in the Methodist Church that were very nervous about John Wimber. But that's actually very good to be reminded about him, and perhaps we'll look at some of his stuff as we carry on in our church services. So I'm going to do my best to play "Oh, Let the Son of God Enfold You." Just to read to you the second verse. "Oh, come and sing this song with gladness, as your hearts are filled with joy. Lift your hands in sweet surrender to his name." So thank you, Derek. Let's have "Oh, Let the Son of God." Let me see if I can get it right. Thank you, Derek, so much for that. Jesus, oh Jesus, come and fill your lambs. And I think, Holy Spirit, come and help me with my finger trouble this afternoon. But we will trust God that it keeps going. Thank you for the reassurance that you can hear me, you can hear the music. And greetings to Bijou, to Donovan, to Sari, to George and Mickey. Hello, Chicky. Hello, Angela and Ivan. Hello, Ismay and Charles. Great to have you with us. Great to have you putting your comments and your messages on there. Our second piece from Derek is Make Me an Instrument. The one that we know quite often is Make Me an Instrument of Your Peace. This is Make Me an Instrument of Your Worship. I cannot give you very much background on this at all because I could find very, very little. It is written by somebody called Robert Bricknell, which I could find very little information about it. But make me an instrument of worship. Thank you, Derek. Thank you again, Derek, for your music, and apologies again for my finger trouble. So happily listening to it while I realize that certainly you can't hear it. Make me an instrument of worship. And Derek, thank you for being God's instrument as you lead us on a Sunday and on the Tuesday afternoon. It's really very good. Our next piece is I will enter his gates with thanksgiving in my heart, sometimes known as He has made me glad, because the second part goes, He has made me glad, He has made me glad. I will rejoice, for He has made me glad. Written by Leona van Brethurst, of which we know very little, but sometimes the charismatic movement did encourage people to really get involved in social justice. And so she was involved in helping the poor. I think I said before, a modern day Tabitha, making quilts and blankets for those in need. So thank you, Derek, for playing for us. I will enter his gates with thanksgiving in my heart. Thank you, Derek, for the bright and cheerful music. That is certainly one that we can sing along to. Yes, I will rejoice, for he has made me glad. Derek has played for us The Lord of the Dance, which I don't think I've sung that since I was a teenager. So maybe we could have that in church again. That is perhaps another one of those controversial songs written by Sydney Carter in 1963. It's actually the oldest song of our program, of our songs this afternoon. Written as a Jesus, as a personification, as a piper, as if he is a piper and dancing, and the dance is a metaphor for his life. The thing is that when Sydney Carter wrote this in 1963, many churches saw dancing, especially in church, as very much a not done thing. And so people were not always very happy to have him in church, his stuff. And some of his theology is maybe not quite where we would like it to be in some of his other hymns. I don't see anything wrong with this particular hymn. The theology seems very much okay with the Methodist Church. But he also was influenced a little bit by Hinduism, because one of the Hindu gods is a dancing god. This also, of course, causes people some distress. But it's good to remember that in Christianity, the point is not what things were, but what things become. And so perhaps people will say, oh, but Easter comes from a pagan festival and Christmas and whatever. Well, you know what? It doesn't matter what they were. It matters what it's become. And so as we sing these songs, we make them worship songs. And this, of course, was written as a worship song. I want to read to you all the verses. I danced in the morning when the world was begun. I danced in the moon and the stars and the sun. I came down from heaven and I danced on earth. At Bethlehem I had my birth. I danced for the scribe and the Pharisee, but they would not dance and they wouldn't follow me. I danced for the fishermen, for James and John. They came with me and the dance went on. I danced on the Sabbath and I cured the lame. The holy people said it was a shame. They whipped and they stripped and they hung me high, and they left me there on the cross to die. I danced on a Friday when the sky turned black. It's hard to dance with the devil on your back. They buried my body and they thought I'd gone, but I am the dance and I still go on. They cut me down and I left up high. I am the life that will never, never die. I'll live in you if you'll live in me. I am the Lord of the dance, said he. And then the chorus is, dance then wherever you may be. I am the Lord of the dance, said he. And I'll lead you all wherever you may be. And I'll lead you all in the dance, said he. Thank you, Derek, for playing this bright and cheerful music for us. And let's listen to it. Thank you, Derek, for that. Yeah, advantage of the keyboard and, well, any organ to be able to make all the different sounds. So wonderful. Thank you so much. Yeah, and I think we must sing it. I don't know if we've got theological problems with it here at Parawesi, but I think it sounds really cool. Our last piece for this afternoon is I, the Lord of Sea and Sky, an old favorite with the chorus Here I Am, Lord. This one was written by, I don't know if you say his name Dan Shute or Dan Skitter. You can imagine how it's spelled from my confusion. Written in 1981. He is a Roman Catholic. And so this is again from a different background. It's not quite a Methodist. Some of his music we wouldn't be able to sing in our church. But this particular one, of course, is an old favorite. And he is a what I would call a liturgist. He doesn't only write music, he writes prayers, he writes meditations, he writes studies on worship. And so a very thoughtful person who puts a lot of effort into not only music, but into the thought behind the music, into worship rather than just music. So thank you, Derek, for choosing that for us. And yes, and take it away. Hopefully we can take it away nicely. Thank you, Derek, for sharing your music with us and for a joyful program this afternoon. Thank you all for joining us, those who have listened uh, live, those who are listening later on video. Next week, I'm going to be on leave, so we're not actually going to have music on Tuesday, But the seniors are planning something special. So Derek is putting his efforts into something else for next week. So keep an eye for what's happening on Thursday next week. But I will be taking a break. But in the meantime, may God bless you all and keep you. Thank you for joining us.